Greetings, Aziza Sacred Wellspring of Sacred Sister Soul Talks to the Being. Today our podcast looks at what makes a person do the unthinkable. What is the shadow that has taken over the people in the world? When we understand what it means, then we can choose differently. To understand how evil has taken root, we have to go back billions of years to when consciousness was first seeded into our universal time matrix. It happened in the 15th dimensional time matrix. There were 12 universes. Ours is based on free will. When we were first seeded, we were seeded through the cradle of Lyra. This is why a lot of people remember or resonate with being on Lyra. We were plasma beings or light avatars, so we were 12-dimensional beings. Since this universe was based on free will, there were a few who decided to separate from the natural order. We were created to always live in alignment with the natural order and harmony with the universe and each other. We weren't created with a predator mind or the base lower urges that were against the Creator. These beings that decided to act against the natural order of things started to degrade. They fell further and further from the source. The fall of alignment. When you are in alignment with source, you are that vertical pillar. You are in full connection to source. That is an infinite amount of energy that flows constantly between you and the infinite oneness. When you reserve yourself or separate yourself from that, you start degrading. The degrading led to the fall into lower dimensions. Consciousness then seeks more power and it becomes predatory. As it loses power, it seeks outside of itself for more power, which makes it finite consciousness, having a beginning and an end. So the avatars who moved away from the infinite consciousness, there were three main ones called the avatars, started moving into a false identity of being. This was their degrading into the lower mind matrix. The separation became parasitic to the whole system, where it became individualized instead of whole. Evil was created because consciousness moved out of alignment with the oneness. Instead of being a vertical pillar, which aligns you with your authentic self, you ended up horizontal and moved out of alignment. The first beings were created with perfection. We were that living library. We carried the DNA of the multi-being from all the universes, all multiverses. We are the microcosmic stargates for the entire universe. We hold the blueprint of the entire universe. The beings who separated to live their best lives, however, they saw fit and were not fit and are not happy now that we get to experience that oneness. Now they want back in. They want to be a part of source as they're now degraded into the anti-life forms. They became finite energy. They became AI, dark matrix. When they thought they were against source was actually exploring that dark side of itself. It was perfecting self. And that is the beginning. Our next presentation will look at the fall. Sacred Warrior Mothers is a movement. So if you want to get involved with a movement that looks at rebinding the family to self through spirituality, follow us on Instagram, Telegram, YouTube, WhatsApp. Look for Sacred Warrior Mothers. #Sacred Warrior Mothers. Thank you so much for listening. Up next, we talk about the fall.